Alright, hi, I'm Josh, and I am the founder of the Accountability Group, and I am also battling the diseases of addiction and mental health. And today is August 2nd, so even though I did not, haven't been able to keep up with the videos, I wanted to make sure that I got through as many of these as possible. So here is August 2nd. Every time you don't follow your inner guidance, you feel a loss of energy, a sense of spiritual deadness. Things are not always as they seem, even within ourselves. Sometimes we get settled into a routine of our program. We are beyond the early stages of detachment and sobriety. We have encountered many of the benefits of recovery. We attend our meetings and we know the words and ideas of the program, although it all looks good on the outside. When we're honest with ourselves, we know that our spirit has gone flat. I have already read Touchstones, so my apologies. We are on August 3rd. And see, this is what happens when you're trying to do a bulk of videos at the same time. So my apologies for starting over. Hi, I'm Josh. I'm the founder of the Accountability Group, and hi, I'm Josh. I'm an alcoholic battling substance abuse and mental health issues who clearly loses track of time as I'm trying to do these batches. Today is August 3rd, even though in reality it's August 12th. Moving has been a pain, and I am trying to catch up on all of these daily readings. So here we are, Touchstones, and we'll be reading August 3rd. To live a spiritual life, we must first find the courage to enter into the desert of loneliness and to change it by gentle and persistent efforts into a garden of solitude. Knowing our loneliness and admitting to ourselves is the beginning of a spiritual path that many men today, we are on a spiritual journey. We are already have the means to translate the pain of our loneliness into a deeper spiritual dimension. Most men in this program came in deeply aware of their feelings of isolation. Now, with the companionship of our higher power, we can spend time alone and use it for spiritual growth. As we develop our relationship with ourselves and deepen our knowledge of our higher power, our loneliness transforms into solitude. In this quiet moment, we can be more accepting of ourselves than we were in the past. We admit that loneliness has caused us pain, but now we can see that it also can lead us to into our deeper self, where we find serene solitude. This change is a movement into the spiritual world. Thanks to God for the solitude I have found in my life. So this one's a big one for me because I have co-occurring disorders where one hand washes the other. Not only am I battling the diseases of addiction, and that's why I'm in AA and NA, but I also have the alphabet soup acronyms of mental health issues. Just to go through a few of them, but not all of them. I have clinical depression, major depressive disorder, social anxiety disorder, and generalized anxiety disorder. And when those start popping off, then it's really easy for me to get to the precipice of the abyss and look into it while it's looking back at me, and it's like, hey, let's roll the dice and see how it goes. So whenever I feel those like red flags popping up where the hairs on the back of my neck stand up, I generally talk to my sponsor. Well, it's not generally, I always talk to my sponsor, or therapist, or psychiatrist, or my grant sponsor, and try to figure out what is the best remedy for me. But what I've also been able to do through the grace of my higher power and these programs and working the steps and working with my sponsor, my therapist, and my psychiatrist, and my grant sponsor, is that I'm capable of being alone without feeling lonely. I'm capable of solitude and sitting in my feelings and getting in touch with, and I know this sounds cheesy, but getting in touch with my inner child and trying to protect that inner child in order to protect my sobriety. It's an odd way for me to kind of explain it, but that's how I view it. if I was the parent, if I was a parent of my own inner child, how would I want to treat that child? And that's why I do a lot of cheesy stuff where like I'll stand in front of a mirror and put my hand over my heart and I'll say things like, Josh, you are loved. Josh, you deserve to be loved. Josh, you deserve to spread love. And I'll say each one of those like 30 times in the mirror. The first few times I did it, it was so weird. But yeah, being able to just kind of sit down in a chair or a couch in solitude, in the quiet, and being able to search my inner feelings and what's kind of going on with me has made me appreciate the solitude, has not made me lonely or experience loneliness. It's actually enlightened me about what my feelings are, who I am, and how to best work my program. So that's my strength. My hope for you is that you realize that there's the opportunity to find strength and hope in solitude, in getting in touch with yourself and your inner child and your inner feelings and what you need to do to protect your sobriety and your journey down the road to recovery. So I wish for you that you stay safe, stay sober, stay strong, and stay sober. Please subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and use the comment section as often as possible. If you're a newcomer, ask questions or unburden yourself or vent. If you're someone who has time underneath their belt, share your experience, strength, and hope. And whether you're actually commenting or you're just reading other people's comments, you never know what's going to resonate with someone and kind of, spark that fire. Light bulb moment goes off, the glass shatters, and all of a sudden things start to click and people start working whatever program they choose, but they work it with an intentional willingness to maintain their sobriety. So I'm Josh, the founder of the Accountability Group, and I'm also Josh, still battling the diseases of addiction and mental health.